Hi, this is Mike at 18 Reasons. We talked about baby artichokes before. Today I'd love to talk to you about a jumbo artichoke and what to look for when you're shopping for one. You want to look for, if there is a stalk, you want to look for a stalk that still looks fresh around the base. It hasn't turned black. It's still relatively green. That's a good sign. You want a head that is tight, with the leaves very tightly closed against the globe. Most importantly, probably, you want an artichoke that feels heavy. This hasn't dried out. It hasn't been off the plant for so long that it's lost moisture. This weighs a ton. Nothing simpler than to make a jumbo artichoke for a steamed artichoke, and I'm going to show you how. So, first step, I want to trim off the base as close as possible so I get an artichoke that sits upright. Now, there is enough waste in cleaning an artichoke that you can't avoid. I want to make sure that I do my best to get all the artichoke I can. So I'm going to take this stalk end that I cut off. I'm going to peel it really well. This is kind of like using broccoli stems. I'm going to peel this fibrous outer coating off. And what's in the middle of the stem is actually just an extension of the artichoke heart. That part that is most prized is actually continues down the stalk for a distance. So rather than just hucking this into the compost bin, I'm going to peel it. The outside is very bitter and very fibrous. But just by taking a vegetable peeler here and doing a moment's work, you get one of my favorite kitchen snacks and favorite examples of food that is wasted that doesn't need to be. So I've peeled this down, and look at all that beautiful, tender, delicious artichoke meat that I just saved from the compost bin. I'm going to rub this down immediately and really well with some lemon juice. The lemon juice stops the artichoke from oxidizing or turning black in much the same way that potatoes, when you peel them and expose them to the air, turn black. An artichoke will do the same thing. Next step in cleaning this puppy, I'm going to take about a third off the top. Look and cut parallel to the base. Either a really sharp chef knife or a serrated knife works well for this job. Artichokes are extremely fibrous. So there we go. I've got an artichoke that's sitting up nice and nice. Rub it down with a little bit of lemon juice. And then check your artichoke. This one is just fine. But oftentimes the outer leaves on an artichoke are topped with a spine or a thorn. If you've got thorny artichokes, you're going to want to clip or trim those spines off, just as a courtesy to your diner. I'm going to break a couple layers off the outside of the artichoke. These are really tough, very fibrous leaves that don't have much meat on them, so I'm going to clean it up just a little bit here. But that is as much cleaning as we need to do. Rub it down with some more lemon. And then cooking is just a matter of time. Behind me here, I have a pot of boiling water with a steamer attachment in it. Really simple. I am going to add some salt to the steamer water just because I'm going to work a little bit of salt in on the top. Place the artichoke in the steamer basket, a little bit more salt. Some salt on our beautiful recovered artichoke stem. And then what the heck, I cut the lemon, I used the lemon, but there's still lemon flavor and lemon juice. I'm going to add a little lemon juice over the top and throw the lemons in there as well. On goes the lid. We steam this for about 20 minutes, maybe a little longer. I'll show you how to tell when it's done, and then we'll serve it up very simply and deliciously. Okay, so we steamed the artichoke for about 20 minutes. Let's see if it's done. Couple of tests here. First of all, when you take that lid off, it smells absolutely amazing. Second step is it tender? So I have the stem here, and it's so tender my knife is just sliding through. It's so tender I can't even lift the stem out of the steamer with the knife. It's completely tender, ready to be chopped up and eaten. Next, we're going to put the paring knife into the base of the artichoke, and notice I'm not even pushing. The weight of the knife is causing the blade to slip through the artichoke, so that artichoke is completely cooked. I'm going to take it out and turn it up. Get rid of this hot bowl here. And so we now have cleaned the artichoke and we've steamed the artichoke. I mean, it's easiest if you let this sit for a little bit. Right now it is extraordinarily hot. But what we're going to do is begin just pulling these leaves apart a little bit. Because down here in the middle is the choke. The artichoke has a choke. The choke is a collection of very fibrous hairs. If you left this artichoke on the plant, it would eventually erupt into a beautiful blue thistle flower. But until it becomes a flower, those little hairy fibers at the bottom do no one any good at all. So again, easier if you let this sit for a little while. But I'm just going to take a spoon and dig out the center and the hairy bottom of the artichoke. Just like that. If you look into the artichoke now, you can see the bottom is clean. There are no hairy fibers. There is nothing but delicious artichoke at this point. So the next step is actually eating it. I made a little lemon garlic butter. I just melted butter and added some garlic and cooked it till it smelled good. Squeezed in some lemon juice. One of the ideal things about steaming artichokes is it leaves you with this cup. You can fill that cup with lemon butter sauce. You can fill that cup with mayonnaise. You can fill that cup, if you're feeling very posh, you can fill that cup with crab salad. It's just a wonderful, versatile container for things. To eat an artichoke, you grab a leaf. And in grabbing a leaf, there's another way to tell the artichoke is done. If the artichoke is done, you won't be able to lift it up by a leaf. If the artichoke is undercooked, you can lift the whole artichoke up by a leaf, but once it's cooked, these leaves detach really easily. I'm going to dunk it in a little lemon garlic butter, and then the leaf goes into your mouth upside down. And you pull all of the meat off the base of the leaf, and that tastes of artichoke. And just work your way around the whole artichoke, dipping and enjoying. When you get to the end, you'll have the artichoke heart. Cut that up, pop it in your mouth. This is Mike at 18 Reasons. Let's cook together.